Good morning to all traders and welcome to this Monday's marketinsights video. Today is the 15th of February. I hope you all had a nice weekend, or those who are couples as well. A special day for them yesterday and for myself. Today is going probably to be a quiet day because we have, it's Washington's birthday in the US. In Hong Kong, we've got Lunar Year, and also in China, of course, we've got the Spring Festival. So Europe open, of course, UK open. We might not see the usual volumes coming in, though, for the trading session. Regardless, what we're going to focus in the first few seconds here or minutes is what happened over the weekend. On Saturday, Trump was found not guilty, for inciting the insurrection in the deadly assault that we saw last month on the U.S. Capitol Hill. Having been cleared because the Senate requires 2/3 of the votes to convict. The former president in this case, but in general, anyone who's to be convicted. Now, although equities continue to rise on stronger than expected earnings reports and also on stimulus hopes, Biden could start facing issues in driving his agenda. Now, as an acquitted Trump indicates that he still got the support from some of the Republican lawmakers. Few of them still embrace his brand of politics. Despite the tensions, of course, within the Republican Party escalating slightly on Saturday, the friction is likely to mount as the GOP is trying to win back control of Congress. Now this may or may not have any implications on the markets, but as I said before, is the Republican support for Trump, of course, it might create issues on how Biden progresses with his agenda, right? Now, for now, though, the focus will likely remain on the two market drivers mentioned before. This is earnings reports and also on stimulus. What is going to happen with stimulus? We are still on a stalemate, by the way. So we're going to have a quick look on the DXY today, the US index, and also the S&P, which you can of course use on your tomorrow's analysis when markets open in the US. But the US index is all live and moving. We call this a 4. Last time we talked about it. Now here's what I'm saying, right? Hadn't done for 5, most likely. It could be a case where this is going to take W, X, and Y, but I'm not sure this is going to take that turn, to be honest. What I'm looking at over here is wave 1. If we take the Fibonacci extension, the 1618 at 9191, means that most likely we're going to see another leg down here, and that leg, because of how long wave 1 is, most likely is going to take us to the 200 Fibonacci extension. Now you may ask, why do I not think that wave 3 was already done, at 90.25? And, that's it. Well, I think it wasn't done because 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, I'm not sure I like. I mean, the rule of alternation is okay. It's just if we look at the internal structure of this move, then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? That's what I'm looking at. So if this is an internal structure, it did, wave 3 most likely is going to come down to 89.94. Now, over here, we did the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement in wave 1, which means in wave 3, we should do, well, usually the 62, let's just say, So if we assume we'll go down to 89, we'll go from here down to the 89. Look where the 61.8 comes, It comes to 90.75, which is also the 50 before, and a double top for wave 4, which means 1, 2, 3, 4 for a nice cluster, and 5. And this is going to be wave 1. Then we're going to get 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is what I'm looking for this particular index. Okay. Now, S&P. As identified last week, this was looking to be bullish. Yeah, and it still does. I'll tell you what. After this expanded flat over here, we moved up naturally. Now, taking the Fibonacci extension of waves, well, we're gonna go 1, yeah, and 2 over here. The 161 extension, yeah. Oh, that's the 2. Sorry, let's go for 1. It's done. So 161, yeah, and 2 for now, and 261. So here's what I'm looking. I'm looking at those levels, right? So I've got 1, 2, and also what we want to do is look at the internal structure, which to me looks like an 1 and 2 again, you see? And then we need to go and identify some nice clusters. For example, look at 161 of wave 1 and 2 comes also at Fibonacci extension 2 of 1 and 2. So to me, this is a very nice cluster, the 460 something, yeah? For wave 3, so I'm looking at 1, I'm looking at 2, I'm looking at 3, I'm looking at 4 down at 39.69, and I'm looking at 5 at 4122. Now, of course, it could be a case where wave 1 will equal wave 3, yeah, 39.69. We're gonna get a shallow 5 at 64. It's not impossible, okay? As long as wave 3 is not the smallest of all. In either case, I see more upsides. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 could be internal structure, and then we're gonna get a 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for a double 5 over here in wave 3. If, of course, that would bring us to 1618, because if it is an extended wave 3, obviously it would have to be, you know, it can only be extended when it's 2 waves. We cannot really say that wave 3 will be equal to wave 1 and have 2 waves in wave 3. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for the S&P guys as well. So for the day, this is all. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like, click the like button. If you have any comments, do not hesitate to comment. If you have an alternative scenario in mind, you know, go ahead, type it down, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching, and we'll speak again tomorrow.